I am showing several varieties of no-knead bread. Now, this is my water for my yeast. Now, it's 138, so that is too hot for my, it'll kill my yeast. And how you can tell is if you put your finger in and you can't hold your finger in because it's too hot. It needs to be like warm bath water is what it needs to be like. Okay, so I got ice cube in here. Getting it cooled down, it's still pretty warm. You want it around 110 degrees. Do one more ice cube. Now the reason why you don't want your water too hot is because your yeast, it'll kill your yeast. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay, so now we have our yeast and we're going to put this in and let our yeast start doing its thing. And I always put my yeast in my water just to make sure that it's actually active. So we're gonna give this just a minute to let it get active. This recipe for no-knead bread is in my Dining on a Dime cookbook, volume 2, on page, oh, how'd I do that? 94. Okay, so I thought my yeast wasn't working, but it is. Did you just see all those bubbles just moving around? So, I think we're gonna call it active. Okay. I don't know, it doesn't look very active. So I store my yeast in the freezer because that will help it stay good longer. And you've got about 6 months or so before your yeast goes bad, and this has been in my fridge for quite a while. That just doesn't really look too poofy even though it was moving around. Okay, and I've got a new batch from the freezer here. Seeing if it's gonna do something. Okay, this one is alive and this one isn't. So, I store my yeast in the freezer for this very purpose, but I can see a distinct line. Can you see the line right there where the yeast is rising? Can you see that? Okay, so that's how I know it's good. So I'm gonna dump this out and I'm going to pour this in. Okay. All right, then I'm going to add my flour. Now this first one I'm making is for me special. I got this super crazy expensive Italian flour. I am gluten-free, and they say that people who are gluten-free can eat this. I don't know, we'll see. So it may make me horribly sick or it may be just fine. I guess we'll know tomorrow. Okay. My son's like, please no, Mom. All right, now get this mixed in, and I forgot my salt. And, okay, for this one, it's a sweet bread, so I'm going to add some sugar to it. Okay, so let's get this all mixed in. Okay, now, just so I don't mess up have to dig dough out of my nails, I am going to put on my gloves and get this stirred in. All right, this recipe is in my Dining on a Dime cookbook, volume 2. The link is also in the description below. All right, so now get the rest of this mixed in, and we are going to oh wait, I forgot to put in my mix-ins. Oops. Okay, so first of all, I'm divide my dough in half here. Okay, so for this first one, I'm going to add cranberries. I have these left over from Christmas, and some orange zest. So I'm going to get this stirred in, and then I'm going to let this rise, and then we will come back and bake it. Oh my goodness, that smells so delicious. Okay, now for this one, I'm going to make it a cinnamon and sugar, and so, or maybe a cinnamon raisin. Let me just stir in my raisins now. That's a lot of raisins. Okay, but that's okay. Okay, stirring in my raisins. You guys will just have to forgive me. It is New Year's and we have family and we're having a party tonight and I just got to get it done. So you will probably hear working, making food in the background. Okay, so now I got all my raisins mixed in here and I'm going to let both of these rise. This video is brought to you by our Dining on a Dime cookbook. We have quick and easy recipes your family will love to help you get in and out of the kitchen fast. Please visit us at livingonadime.com. It's 25% off now. All right, now the next no-knead bread I am making. Okay, so I guess my yeast is working. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my yeasts. So these are my yeasts that I already started going. So I've got that. And then my salt. Now this one is going to be a, let's see, we'll do one garlic cheese and one regular cheese. Okay, that's how we'll do it. So let me get my flour. Actually for this one, I'm gonna change it to the garlic herb and garlic cheese. Okay, so there's 1, 2, okay, so there's my flour. And I'm gonna add my garlic in at the same time. Bring all of my dough together. Not really kneading it, just getting it all mixed in. Okay, so now I kind of have to knead it a little bit. I know this is no-knead bread, but you kind of have to do it a little bit because you got to get your stuff in there. So what I'm going to do is get all this mixed in. Okay, so what I'm going to do is chop this in half. Like so. Okay, so now this is the garlic right here. Now, if I wanted to, I could have put this in with the flour before, but because I'm making 2 different kinds out of one batch, that's why I'm doing it this way. Okay, so getting my cheese all kneaded in. And my garlic. Okay, there we go. See, it's not really a lot of kneading, just a little bit. Okay, now we got this one. We're gonna let this rise. That's the garlic cheese, and then I was going to do jalapeno garlic cheese. Let's see, let's do, I want to do garlic and jalapeno? Yeah, I'll do garlic and jalapeno. Okay, so I have jalapenos. Okay. Then this in. And more cheese. And get all those juices in there too, and just get this all mixed in. Go. Oh, yum. Okay, so now put that all together. I'm going to let this one rise. Okay. All right, the next one I'm making is olive herb. So there's my yeast water. And gotta get a new salt here. I always store my salt in this little container because it's so much easier. So let me just refill that. Okay. So salt, and then I have my herbs. So I've got some thyme and some rosemary, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Okay, no sage. And some basil and some parsley and some rosemary and thyme. Okay, so I got that all in there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make one with olives and one without olives. So let's get the bread in first. Or the flour, I mean. And I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic for this one too. Okay. Now, if you put all your herbs and stuff in before your flour, then it gets mixed in easier. And so that's the way to do that. See how nice that's gotten mixed in? Okay, now just get all that flour mixed in together. Just bringing it together. Okay, now taking my olives. How many do I have in here? Oh, there's quite a few. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, now, instead of using a knife, here's a little trick with olives. Just smash them. I just smash them up with my hand, just like this. And this way you get them all smashed. And you can feel the big pieces. You don't have to worry if you got big pieces. There we go. Okay, so now I got half of it out. And I'm going to smush my olives in here. Now my olives are pretty liquidy, so I might add a little bit more flour because I didn't really drain them, which I should have. But you guys know me. And it's okay. I'm just gonna add a bit more flour. Just get that incorporated. Now we're gonna let these raise. Let's see, is it rise or raise? I don't know, answer that question. I'm not sure. Okay, let this rise, and then we'll come back and bake them. Oh, yum, that smells so good. All right, I got my cheese bread here, so I'm gonna take and tuck this under. The cheese is kind of making it get it all nice and smooth. All right, there we go. So now my family is begging for these. Okay, so got my first roll there, and I've got the jalapeno cheese. We're gonna get this all nice turned over and smooth. Okay, and it is sticky. Okay, stick those jalapenos under there. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our knife, we're gonna cut the top, just like so. Okay, and then we are going to let this rise again. Okay, now I've got my herb bread. You can see it's really sticky. It's going to be really sticky. If you want, you can, that's why I had the flour earlier. Hold on. Okay. Just give yourself a little bit of flour. Okay, make it into a nice ball. Alright, so we've got that. Alright, we've got my olive bread. So we're going to take my really sticky, should have put my gloves on and I didn't. That's okay. And this has a little cheese in it, but that's not gonna hurt anything. Okay, so now we're gonna get this all nice and smooth. A lovely olive there. All mixed in around, okay. Going to cut and cut and cut. Oops, that didn't cut very good. Cut and cut. Okay, so now we're gonna let this rise again. There we go. Okay, and now we got our cranberry, the cranberry orange for me. Okay, now make this into a nice smooth ball there. Now, here's where it changes. I have my raisin bread here, and it is very sticky. So I've got my raisin bread here, but this one, what I'm going to do is spread out just a little bit. Now this is just rustic. I know it's rustic. And yes, I know how to make a proper cinnamon bread, but that's what I'm just doing for me, just to try it out. Okay, oops, that was maybe a little too, well, maybe not. Okay. All right, and then I've got my cinnamon and sugar sprinkling on there. And then for this, I'm just gonna kind of roll it all in together and then just kind of make a nice little roll, although I think what I'm going to do is put this one in a pan so that all that stuff rolls out. It'll at least go on the bottom of the bread. Okay, so now I'm going to put a little bit of, I'm dairy free too, so I'm going to put a little bit of ghee on the bottom. Okay. Then just going to go like that. So then I'm going to cut this one and cut that one, and okay, so now we're gonna let these rise and then we will bake them. I got my jalapeno bread and my jalapeno cheese bread and my cheese bread done, and my olive bread and my herb bread done. The other two are almost done. So, oh my goodness, these look so good. Can't wait to break into them. Okay, I use a digital thermometer now. I set it on 200, and when your bread beeps at 200, you know the inside is totally done. So that's how I measure my bread now, and it works perfectly every time. Ooh. So now I know that it is done. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so here's this one. Trying to do this. Trying to do this with my hands all by myself. Okay. There's my cinnamon one. And I forgot to say, if you want a crispy, crunchy crust, I put a bowl of water in there and it makes a nice crispy crust. Now, this is very interesting. This is the Italian flour and this is the regular American flour. Interesting to see how this one browned so much more. Okay, I wasn't filming, but I cut into the cinnamon raisin bread. Tasted it. Tastes really super good. So I don't know, we'll see if this flour makes me sick. I don't know, we'll see. Right now I have the Cranberry Orange. Oh, that's very lovely. I should have put cinnamon in this. What was I thinking? Wow. That is really good. Okay, my family's not touching this one. This one's for me. All right, now I have the cheese bread. Garlic cheese. Oh, yum. I'll have to have my family taste test this later. Jalapeno cheese bread. Oh, that looks really good. Okay, I bet that's delicious. I'll do a taste. Oh man, that is really good. There's the herb bread. Ooh. Not good too. Oh, yum. And here is the olive. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, that's lovely. That one's good too. Wow, success all the way around. If you guys want soups to go with these breads, go watch this video next. This is usalivingoniadiet.com.